Hello and welcome to all my beautiful vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls who are Libra suns, have big Libra placements, or are cross watchers for Libra. Welcome to your month ahead messages looking at the month of May 2025. The way things are going to work today is I'm going to use the oracle cards to look at overarching themes and messages, and then I will use the tarot to clarify, get further details. So with that, let's dive in. I hope that you guys had a wonderful April. I hope it was exciting for you. Excuse me. We have miracle. I feel like you guys had something really neat happen in April. There is some stroke of good fortune, good luck, even if you didn't recognize it like that. Communication. For some of you, this luck was that you didn't hear from somebody and you're like, yes. It's kind of one of those oh, if we don't, we'll only call you if something's wrong, and you're like, whew, I didn't get a call. That's really funny. Transformations at the bottom. Your life has this energy of transformation in the month of May. Something is shifting. Something is very different. Throat chakra. So on top of the communication, there we go. We have this level of truth and honesty, right? The number 5 has already shown up twice. The frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. I feel like this is you guys. First of all, I'm going to talk about peace and balance. Boom. Libra vibes, right? I feel like this is you guys. You're getting this sense of you might finally get to say your piece. You might have been waiting to hear word on something, and it's okay, if I don't hear this, or if I get this answer, then I can go ahead and say this. So for some of you, there is some type of communication that elapsed or didn't that has now given you the go-ahead to give an answer to something else. So this might be the month where you're doing that. You're able to finally give some type of answer. Yeah, inner conflict resolution. I love this. And I love that we have card 6 here, so we have 5 to 6. So there's already this movement forward. I feel like there's been an issue where there's been conflict between the heart and the intuition, right? Spiritually, what you're being asked to do and how you feel about it. And the thing that needed to come into alignment, because we have transformation, then we have the snake energy, so more transformative vibes. There may have needed to be a little bit of healing, but there had to be a transformation to, I feel like, your sense of self, or your transformation about your feelings about what's changing. And so it's kind of let's say you got an offer, and you were kind of ooh, I actually don't know if I want to do that or not. You're going back and forth, that communication in reverse, I'm not ready to give an answer yet. It feels like May is a month where you start to feel differently about it. And you're like, you know what? Actually, let's do this. Or you're like, you know what? Actually, that's not for me. I know what to do now. So there's this peace. There's a confidence I feel coming along with this. There is the ability to be able to communicate clearly. And this brings a lot of grounded, what's the word I'm looking for? Not integrated, not interpolated. What is it? Wait, I can almost think of it, you guys. Equilibrated. There we go. I was it's a word that somebody I used to date hated, but I loved it. I remembered that part. Whatever. He doesn't have a say here. It's 333 on the timer as I'm saying this as well. So again, there's a lot of communication that's taking place. But a very equilibrated energy, right? Again, very balanced, very, integrated. So let's get some more details. This feels like this is a much more lighthearted month than you've been experiencing. Somebody's off the hook for something. I'm getting this energy of walking away yeah, I don't have to do that. 10 of Swords, yeah. Some of you may have feared an ending. Some of you were in this 10 of Swords energy. And it's kind of you're starting to feel better, right? If you were kind of asking yourself, am I always going to be like that? Is it always going to feel like this? There's a sense of stuck in between the pain of what's happened and the desire for, the desires of the heart. And it feels like you're moving through that. But, yeah, because at the bottom, Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're moving through this very difficult energy. Some of you, there's something that you were connected to where it put you in that 10 of Swords, and it's I actually don't know what to do about this. So let's say this was if this was a job, right? And there was a promotion you were working really hard for, and you're pretty much promised this position, and then there was some type of betrayal. it's like, I don't actually know what to do about this. Do I stay? Do I look for another job? Do I just kind of like deal with this? Do I say something? It feels like there are all these parts of it, right? And you're really having to kind of like sit with, you know, the swords here, all the different thoughts, all the different things that led up to this moment. And it feels like you guys are having a clearer idea with that Queen of Wands of what to do and feeling more confident. Yeah, the Lovers, you're able to make a choice. For some, this was a love relationship and you're kind of like trying to figure out what to do. For some, you have a love relationship opportunity on the horizon, and maybe a past betrayal has kind of kept you from really like, you know, jumping in, like diving in head first. Gemini energy, I think, I don't know if I said that, with the Lovers. But there's a sense of being able to choose something. I like that that's card 6 and this is card 6. There's a sense of being able to choose something that you feel good about, that makes you feel good about moving forward, that feels like you're in, I'm getting this energy of the right place at the right time. Like, yes, it's the right time to do this. It's the right time to move forward. This is a good vibe. I like this. 6 of Wands. You guys are having a good month. You're having a good month. The 3 of Swords. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Some of you've journaled enough about this. It's like, okay. And the King of Pentacles. I love it. Taurus energy here. Okay. I feel like whatever this was, for some, you've had a heartbreak in the past that's inspired something creatively and you're debuting it this month. And there's kind of a sense of like taking your pain and turning it into art, and you're feeling really good about that. For some, you're just moving from this place with the 3 of Swords of like being in pain to, it feels like being surrounded by your loved ones, by your community, by people who kind of prop you up and who see the best parts of you. And it actually feels really healing. It feels really good. Some of you might get another opportunity with the 6 of Wands. It's actually a better fit for you. But you're coming out the other side of this month feeling really grounded, feeling like you've mastered, your impulses to some extent. Like you can have your cake and eat it too. Something actually worked out better than you thought. For some, you had lost out in the past on an opportunity that you thought was like going to be it for you. And you're like, this is my only way to success. This is my only way to have the relationship I want. This is my only way to have the job I want. This is my only way to get the career recognition that I want. And it's kind of like you may have had to watch somebody else get your blessing is what it felt like. And it's like you're in a better space about it this month where you're like, you know what, if I didn't receive it, it's not my blessing. Mine is still yet to come. And there's a sense here of the King of Pentacles of kind of like continuing on your path, right? You know, this is somebody who does things methodically, tried and true. Continuing on your path and not worrying about it. And there's kind of a sense of like, it happens when it happens. But let's get more details. What is this inner conflict resolution? Yeah, 6 of Swords. There may have been, because the 6 always comes after the 5 of Swords. That's petty people. That's really difficult communication. That's fighting. It's no good. We don't like it. It's some bullshit. And the 6 of Swords can reflect having peace, but it's with a heavy heart. You're cutting your losses. And so it feels like this inner conflict resolution is kind of like this sense of, you know what, I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't get the thing that I was hoping for. Repeating 6s are something that you might be seeing a lot. It's like, I didn't get what I wanted, but that's okay. You know what? I'm still on track to have the life I want, to have my desires. It's just going to take a different route. It takes as long as it takes. Some of you, it's like you're going back and forth between the potential that something had and the fact that it like hurts you a lot, right? For some, it might like look really auspicious from the outside, but you're miserable. Or if this is like a person, you know, this person could be that you're aligned with, this person could be really successful, very well known in the community. They're very popular, very well liked, but this person just hurts you a lot through their actions. They might be a workaholic. They never have any time for you. And I feel like you're choosing you. You're choosing your peace. You're choosing your happiness. Yeah, because the King of Wands is at the bottom. There's a sense, there's 2 very strong individuals here. We have Leo energy showing up. 2 very strong individuals here. And there's kind of a sense of like, you know, I can do this. I can make this happen. Some of you, because I always say whenever the kings and queens of like Wands and Pentacles come together, that's an entrepreneurial team. And for some of you, there's like a sense where you may have been trying to partner with somebody or partnered with somebody who, like, they had this kind of like this, they're a great networker, they're very popular, they had the pizzazz, they had the connections, like that's kind of their thing. And you may have had like the creative vision, you may have been more like financially savvy, you're a very dependable person, and you may have like struggled with your confidence, right? It's like, oh, if I don't partner with them, I'm never going to reach my goal, right? If I don't do this creative project with them, like I don't have the connections, I can't make that happen. It feels like there's a sense where you're kind of letting go of those like fearful thoughts, and you're like, you know what, actually I can make magic happen for myself. I can do this, I can achieve that. You're finding your own kind of like inner King of Wands here, and also recognizing the value of what you bring to the table. Some of you guys were undercutting yourself before. Page of Cups, especially with your creativity. Especially with your creativity. Some of you guys, you're not undercharging for your work anymore. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, Five of Pentacles reversed. Very much a career energy here. And the Eight of Wands. I feel like what it is, yeah, the Sun in reverse. Okay, hang on. More Leo. And we have Pisces with the Page of Cups. This feels like this is a lot about your creativity, about your finances, about your work, and about putting your work out there. It's this energy of, I can make good things happen for myself, right? I'm not stuck just because I don't have this job, this title, this, I'm getting like filming equipment. Just because I don't have these supplies, it doesn't mean that I can't make my dreams happen. And so some of you, this is about showcasing your work. And with the Eight of Wands, what I'm seeing is you're just going for it. You're putting yourself out there. Some of you, you're just like throwing your hat in the ring. You're like, I probably won't get this job, but I'm just going to send them my resume anyway, because why not? Why not? That's kind of the energy here. But you're putting your work out there, and you're letting more people see you with that Six of Wands, which is why you're heading toward a more successful endeavor quicker. Some of you, the thing that you were waiting to hear communication on, you may have put in for a specific job, or like put out your resume, you sent it into a particular company, and like the more you thought about it, the more you're like, I don't actually want to do this, I just feel like I should, or like that's the next logical step. And it's kind of like you came to this realization, so not hearing from them was actually a really good thing, where you're like, yes, I'm actually really happy it didn't work out, because now I can go pursue this other thing. And so May feels like the month where you're kind of getting into greater alignment with that thing. You're getting a lot more ideas. You might have a lot of creative inspiration. You might be moving around a lot with the Eight of Wands. You know, you're going to this group, you're visiting this person, you're having a meeting with this person, all this kind of stuff. You're sending out, there's a lot of communication. So you're sending out, resumes, you're posting your work, you're having more, I'm getting like a lot of online energy, even though it's not in the cards. So you might be like hosting live streams more, you're showing what you do, there's like a day in the life kind of stuff. You're just kind of on the go, and you're communicating with other people or showcasing what you're doing. And because there's this sense of like, F it, I'm going to go ahead and do it, like I can still make this happen, what's the worst that's going to happen? And with that throat chakra, you're really communicating. It feels like you're in a really beautiful state of flow, because it's like, I'm doing everything I can do about this, I'm going to leave it up to the rest, up to the universe, and let's go. Let's do this. So this is going to be a month where you're going to be reaching out to lots of people. You're going to be experiencing lots of energy shifts. It's going to move very, very quickly this month. So that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that was helpful. I want to thank you for being here, sharing your time and energy with me. And I'm wishing you a safe, happy, healthy month ahead. Take care.